Okay, so we'll start off with the first big topic, which is Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, Episode 3. Did you see this one?
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that. Oh dear. Unfortunately. So,
I need you to break down what the hell just happened, because, bro, I am so lost. I don't know what I'm looking at. What's the...
you're
You
not
need to
the
make
only
the
one.
title-
You're not
you
the
need
only
to
one.
do a title of,
Yeah.
the title of your video should be reviewing Season 3, Episode 3 of Jujutsu Kaisen and explaining it to my dumb friend. That's what the title
So
should be.
you are not the only one who thinks this way. This episode is currently at a 7.7 out of 10 on IMDb, and it is the 6th lowest rated episode of all of JJK. So
Wow.
out of all the 50 episodes that have been rated so far in the anime, this is at number 46, I do believe. Number 44. Yeah.
It's because it's like a massive, huge, like, expedition dump. And, dude, it's not really explaining anything in a clear manner. It's so confusing.
Yeah, so the fans, of course, who like the episode are like hating on people who don't like this episode because it's an info lore heavy episode.
I didn't learn anything from it, though. I mean, I kind of did. There are some aspects I did learn, but it was so hard to wrap my head around what I was seeing, to be honest with you.
But yeah, this episode's getting a lot of hate online by like people who didn't like the lack of action and the people who are hating on those who hated the episode. So yeah, it's quite divisive.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get straight onto it then. So yes, after the really cool opening theme song, we are introduced to Tengen, and you have all the characters reacting to Tengen. What do you think about this?
I hate this so much because they act like they know who he is or who she is. What? It's like they're having like, oh, this is Tengen. Like you're supposed to like know who Tengen was. I'm so confused. Like you just mentioned Tengen last episode. You know what I'm saying? You just mentioned Tengen episode 2 of season 3, if I'm not mistaken. And then they finally meet Tengen as if it's like a long lost buddy from primary school or something. I was so like bewildered when that happened. I'm so confused. It's so weird. Is this like a have they met this person before? I don't know. I don't know if I'm getting it. I just don't know. Spoilers, what I'm asking.
So to answer your question, no, they have not met this person. They are like all surprised at seeing Tengen because they
does
didn't
have a weird face.
They didn't expect Tengen to look like this. You know, they thought Tengen looked like a human, but Tengen looks more like an alien to them.
Yeah. Because this is like a weird world anyway, and you've met weird people. So why would this surprise you? It's weird. Because there's so many like come on, you met a guy with a volcano for a head. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I feel very off meeting Tengen. So yeah, weird. I'm not hating on it, by the way. I love this character design. It's sick, but it's just the whole Tengen thing is very confusing. Very.
You're not the only one. Even Yuji says, "Why do you look like that, Tengen?" That's what he says.
And I'm assuming that kind of ties into what with like Jujutsu Kaisen currently stands, right? With that latest thing, yeah.
He talks about how because he failed to assimilate with the Star Plasma Vessel back in season 2, he couldn't actually. His aging started to speed up, so I'm guessing that is why.
Can you break down what that is? I don't know what the hell. What?
So the Star Plasma Vessel was the girl. I think her name was it Riko? Remember the girl in season 2? And Gojo and Getu had to take her to meet with Tengen so that the two of them could fuse together.
Okay. Oh, thank you so much. So this is a link. This was the link that was missing then. So Tengen was mentioned in season 2 from like from a flashback, I guess.
Yeah,
sort of.
that was the whole
And
point of part 1 of
okay,
season
but
2.
we never actually got to see what Tengen looked like.
No, this is the first time.
It's hard because there's so many characters that are mentioned, and you just lose track of everything of what's actually happening. And it doesn't help when you have like this a long wait for the next season. Okay, and then Tojo obviously stopped this assimilation because he shot her in the head. Because he was the one that placed the bounty on her head, right? Just to get close to Gojo. And then he just decided to cash in on the bounty that he placed by killing the girl, not knowing what the consequences were. So what is the deal with the assimilation? Why did they want to assimilate? Do we know?
I think he does explain it in this episode. Let me just skip ahead.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure they do explain it in this episode. Oh no.
I might talk about that later on. I'm not too sure if it's fully explained in this episode or in future episodes, but
That's fine.
We'll just move on from that. But basically, Tengen talks about he needs Yuta, Yuki, and Chozo to be bodyguards. I love how Tengen points out Yuta first, showing us that true OG main character like vibe, you know. Out of all the people there, he's like Yuta, and then the rest. You know, I like that.
He has aura to him, bro. You need to respect Yuta.
You do. Anyway, that's when we start to learn about Kenjaku's, aka Fake Gato's, main objective, and it is to force the evolution of mankind throughout all of Japan, because if you remember in the Zero movie, Geto was a bit of a racist towards humans. He's like, I don't like human beings, they are so weak and all that, and how he only appreciated like he's like a Slytherin essentially, how he views people with powers as like the pure true people, and like human beings are like the muggles, you know. It's kind of like that vibe. So essentially Geto is Voldemort essentially, but a bit different to Voldemort.
Because it's weird, right? Because this was before this brain took over his body, right? So does the brain want to enact what Gage wanted to do as well? If that makes sense? Because Gage was racist, and then his body got taken over, and now the brain is also doing the same. He's advancing with what Gage wanted. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I see what you mean. It does look like the two of them are becoming one, essentially, you know.
Oh,
that's the vibe it gives me. But I know throughout the rest of the manga they do explain a little bit more.
Because I could see a scenario where they both met each other and they both had the same goals, and then the brain obviously beat Gage and then took over his body. So I see that happening and playing out. I don't know for sure, obviously, but yeah, it's very interesting.
Very interesting stuff indeed. So essentially, Tengen talks about how Kenjaku wants to assimilate with all of mankind. Wait, am I getting that confused? Yeah, he says, so the method of evolution that Kenjaku has chosen is to assimilate mankind with me. And it should only be possible to assimilate with only the star plasma vessel. But apparently, 12 years ago, things changed. he started to evolve. And because of
started to
that,
age
yeah,
faster.
it made more or less that resulted in him being able to assimilate with more than one person.
Oh,
And he talks about how this form in front of the gang isn't his real form. It's more or less like a hologram.
interesting. Okay, so the real body is somewhere else. So
Pretty
they're
much.
protecting a hologram.
I think after this meeting, they'll protect the real body.
Okay. It is interesting how Chozo was protecting Yuji because they're supposedly brothers. But then when it becomes to protecting Tengen, Chozo's like, "Yes, I'll protect." But then you're like, "Thought you wanted to protect Yuji. Why would you protect this unknown entity?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you mean there. Yeah, I won't lie. I kind of see your point. This entire first half is very like, there's a lot of information, and I think reading the subtitles and then you have the text in the motion graphics on screen.
Doesn't
It's a
help.
lot of
Yeah,
it's a lot of stuff to process. I did see people
it
on
does.
TikTok saying that they would have preferred watching it in dub than in sub. But yeah,
So the issue as well is where the final, like, everything is explained on the screen, right? And it's doing like Star Wars scroll wheel. Well, it's like scrolling down the text, but the English text is like jumping every time the text was moving up. The translated text that was on top of the Japanese text, we kept bouncing for some reason, and it was hard to. You had to keep pausing it to see what the hell was actually going on. And this is towards the end of the episode, which isn't good.
I will say this: the motion graphics does look pretty cool at times. You know, like
It does, yeah.
I
No,
like
the quality is still good. Even though it's like just people standing there talking, the behind the scene animation as well, again, is really good.
it is a bit of an improvement over the manga because the manga was just text in panels,
I
blank
could imagine.
backgrounds, and just character faces. It was very bland. So I will give Marpa props for you know, making this look a little bit
Confusing
more.
us while making it look dazzling.
Essentially, the culling games is to absorb the. Is it absorb the spirit energy of people, the cursed energy, and it's sort of like a. It's like a cooker essentially. That's sort of the way I interpret it as. To like,
Pressure cooker.
yeah, more or less like that.
So another question I have about the culling games, right? So I'm assuming, actually, I don't know where to begin with this, but a lot of ordinary people have cursed energy now, right? That they don't know that they have. Is that correct? And they're also going to be participating in this culling game or something without their knowledge. Is that true? Or am I reading that wrong? Because something happened at the end of last season or in season 2 where a lot of ordinary people have cursed energy now. That's what I got from a recap of season 2.
They do kind of explain it here. Basically, where is it? They did explain this somewhere. Something about how players who don't know if they have the powers can choose whether or not to participate, but those who are aware of their powers have to, otherwise they die essentially.
Yeah, I'd like that as well because there's a rule in here. It doesn't specifically mention you die, but it means something probably worse. And then they explained it, and then they said, just take it as if you'll die because the text is vague. Even the characters are saying the text is vague, and I did like I did like that. That's pretty funny. There's like one specific rule, like you are forfeit or something like that. If you don't participate, or if you enter and you don't do anything or something like that, you become forfeit or something like that. I'll need to find out a specific word they used. And then one of the characters were like, "Yeah, this is a bit vague. What does that mean?" And then Tengen's like, "Just take it as if you're dead or worse than dead or something like that." Oh.
But essentially, I think both Yuta and Fushiguro talk about how they need to add a rule to take those like his older sister and other people who don't want to participate out of the game.
Oh yeah, because yeah, that happened in season 1 where she was in a coma, right?
That's it. But moving on from all that to Lord Dump, Tengen then gives the gang the back of the prison realm. And
Okay,
yeah,
dude, what are we doing here? Like, this is a bit too convenient, no? I thought this was like the holy grail of traps. Like, no one can. This is it. Go to your trap threat. Oh, we got the backdoor cube. Okay.
I mean, you gotta bring Gojo back into the story. You know, he's a fan favorite character, so they have to do what they gotta do. You know, I mean, that's
Yeah, I guess. It does feel like a bit of a rug pull, but yeah, fine.
in order to break the seal, they need like a certain like item, and that's why Yuta went to certain countries in Africa to try and find all of that.
The black rope, was it, or something?
It was the black rope and the spear of heaven, inverted spear of heaven.
Ah, yes. Yeah, that what Tojo's was using that weapon. And Gojo destroyed it.
Yeah.
And then the characters are like, why? Probably because Tojo used it or something. Because it's so dangerous in that person's hand.
Yeah, I think so. But fear not, because there is a way to break open the seal, and that is by recruiting a particular sorcerer from 1,000 years ago who calls herself Angel. And then we get this really beautiful, detailed shot of this new character called Angel, and her real name is Hana Kurarusa.
Ah, I thought it was Makima.
No, it's Hana.
I'm trolling. I just get, for some reason, this episode was just giving me Chainsaw Man vibes, whatever weird reason. But yeah, her character design looks pretty sick.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool character design. I like the lighting as well.
What's with the stare? You know, the stare looks deadly.
Which
You don't want
stare?
to mess around. Her stare, her eyes, look at her
Oh,
eyes. It's like, whoa.
yeah.
Like, yeah, you don't want to mess with that.
You do not want to mess with that gal.
That's it. Extinguish curse technique. Right. That's vague. And then they're like, yeah, just take it as if you die.
Mm-hmm.
Because that could mean anything.
This bit kind of confused me a little bit, talking about the 10 colonies across Japan and the barriers.
I think in video game terms, these colonies act like a hub. Like a safe hub.
Okay. Yeah, because they're talking about the afterlife and all that, and I was so confused. I need to re-watch this again, or maybe read the manga chapters again, just to fully get all of that in.
I did check out. I can't lie. I'm like too much info here. But this is essentially saving Gojo, right? This is like entering the back door.
Essentially, yeah.
Like. So this is yeah.
The
But
front,
man, look
yeah.
at the animation here, dude. It's amazing. The cube, like highlighting everything on the map.
Yeah.
That's sick.
I like that as well. Again, it's so much better than the manga. The manga was so bland.
Dude, I could imagine, yeah. But dude, I think it's just setting up for some crazy stuff to happen right the late because people say it's like their favorite arc.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty interesting arc.
I did okay, I won't tell you now, but I did see an annoying spoiler of one of the characters. But all because I wanted a episode 3 explained video. And in the first 10 seconds they just spoiled something huge.
Oh dear.
But it's fine, I won't. It's
Oh,
not gonna
what is it
put me
then?
off. They said Yuji was specifically created for the in the first 10 seconds of the video on an episode. Yeah.
And see if that is
Wait
true or
and
not.
see.
Anyway,
Okay.
basically Fushiguro is like, we've got only 10 days and 15 hours before Sumuki is forced to participate.
And that's his sister, right?
Yeah, that's the sister.
Sanuki.
And he talks about how people would die if they are refused to participate.
Yeah.
Then we get our girl Shoko, and we got some cool, like, subtle character animation with her lighting the cigarette, which they're pretty cool. People were going crazy over her on X.
Have you met that character before, Shoko?
Yeah, she
Probably
was in
have,
season
right?
1. Yeah, she's the girl or lady. When Yuji died in season 1, and he came back to life, she was the doctor who was like looking after him.
Oh. Okay. All right. Okay. It's like this. I know it would have been like nearly impossible. But I think this show would have benefited from having like a weekly episodes instead of seasonal. Because there's so many, you meet so many characters that just go by and you forget instantly.
Oh, you mean like ongoing?
Ongoing weekly, yeah. But it would have been too difficult to like animate.
Oh
This
yeah, the
high
animation
level.
would have just gone downhill, guaranteed.
Declined. Yeah.
I mean, I saw that happen with Naruto. I saw that happen with One Piece. So yeah, I don't want that to happen with JJK.
Bleach did the smart thing of ending it way earlier.
Oh
than
yeah, they did that.
do it seasonally.
Yeah, I think Bleach is without a doubt the best looking show of the big three, like consistently.
Right.
Like it never really falls off in quality, to be honest. It's always like it always looks good.
Yeah, because in Naruto, like this can clear like, oh, this looks horrible to look at.
Yeah. Oh, there were arcs in Naruto where I'm like, whoa, what happened to the art? Like, damn.
Yeah, like pre-time skip was perfect from start to end, and then we get to season 2, and then it's like slowly that quality of like art, animation and art style is slowly going away, and then you only get certain good arcs with good art style and animation.
That's why I'm looking forward to that Naruto remake.
Which is only 4 episodes, no?
It looks like that was a rumor. That wasn't
Oh.
really confirmed.
I don't want a Naruto remake. I'm gonna be real. I don't. I
don't
like
want
what
it?
we had.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because dude, the music was so damn good. Like, how are you gonna replace the music with you know, it's nearly impossible.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't mind a remake just because of the pacing, you know. There were just moments where I was like, dude, this is dragging.
If anything needs a remake, it's definitely Shippuden. Yeah,
Yeah.
without
Like,
a doubt.
OG Naruto, when he's a kid, I suppose was pretty good, like in terms of the pacing. But like Shippuden, there's just so many moments where it's just dragging. And I think because it's all like in one location, it all kind of looks the same. So I think that's why I had a hard time like watching it at times.
And then when you insert the Naruto sitting on the swing scene for the 100th time,
Yeah.
how many times do we need to see that, dude?
Yeah.
But it's because the anime was so close to the manga at so many different points where they had to just, all right, let's just add in a ton of filler just to pad it out for this week's episode. So, Yeah, it's bad. Like one, that's why One Piece suffered from like the same thing as well with its pacing because it just kept catching up to the manga. It was just too close.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh well, it is what it
But
is.
yeah, back to this.
So essentially, the gang are so Chozo and Yuki will remain to guard Tengen. Then you have Maki, who's going to go back to the Zenning house and retrieve their cursed tools.
I do like how everyone has set up like a goal for each other, and this is what
Yeah.
I'm going to do. That's pretty cool.
And also look for Panda as well. And I think they
Yeah,
mentioned. What were we going to say? Sorry?
where is Panda? What happened to him?
Wasn't he at the end of season 2? I'm sure he's on a mission somewhere.
Oh,
I do like this one moment of Yuta and Yuki like thinking they're very similar. Oh
yeah, because
yes,
they even mentioned it as what. Oh, gone. Sorry.
so they talk about Kinji. That's it. They are so apparently not Yuta. Sorry, Yuji's meant to look for Kinji Hikari, who was suspended. He's the third year student.
And apparently he is stronger than somebody, right? They hyped him up.
He's stronger than Yuta.
Stronger than Yuta, yeah. Stronger than Yuta.
So this character has the Zoro voice actor performing him.
Oh. Have we seen this character before? Or
No, but he was in the trailer.
Okay. Okay.
And then, yeah, the gang pretty much head off. Yuji tells Chozo thank you, and Chozo's very appreciative of that. Starts to cry because his bro acknowledged him. And then that's pretty much how that part ends. And then the third half of the episode, towards the end, it's very different compared to the first half. It's all grey, there's black bars looking very cinematic.
I thought this was an advertisement for something because it was so different to what we just seen.
Yeah.
But what is this?
So it's this character called Takaba, and he's a comedian. He gets scolded by his boss. It's a lot of cool, like, character animation in this part, like very fluid movements. But yeah, his boss is just really hounding him, like criticizing him, calling him a failure. And then you have this other guy who's like, don't give up, like, keep going, do what you need to do.
He looks like that guy, the Mr. Boss. Have you seen those meme videos of that Asian guy?
I haven't seen
Mr.
that.
Boss. Yeah, it's out there. But he definitely looks like him.
So what do you think, who do you think Tabaka is? What do you think his role is going to be in this show? Because they just randomly showed him.
They randomly showed him. I'm assuming he's going to be also like, he's a nobody, but he also has some sort of cursed energy and be forced to play in this game, I'm assuming.
Who knows? Who knows, dude?
Who knows? But am I just talking out my bottom here? Like, that is a thing where people are like waking up with cursed energy and are first forced to participate. Is that a thing or no? Or do I just make that up?
It could be a thing. It might not be a thing. Who knows?
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's how the episode ends. How do you think about it overall?
Very confusing. Very confusing. I mean, the stuff that I did understand, I was like, yeah, that's cool. The stuff that I didn't understand, because they keep speaking about different characters. Like, do you know the brain that has taken over Geiji's body?
Kenjaku.
They're using a different name for, like, they're using his what, surname or forename, because he was going by a different name before, right? Starting with the N. Notoshiri?
Yeah, Notoshiro Kamo. I think that's it.
Then now we're using a different name for him, and I thought,
I don't want to. I don't know if I should say why, but we'll keep. Let's bookmark that for another episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
because
Okay.
I think I know why that's the case, but I don't want to say too
Okay.
much.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's a pretty good episode. I think the fans who are complaining about people not rating this episode high are pretty strange because 7.7 out of 10 is pretty high. So
That's still good. Yeah.
why are people complaining that it's not high enough? You know, it's weird.
I think they seen like the massive roll that One Piece was going on with the 9.9s, 9.8s, or whatever it was. And then you see like something for 7.7. That's pretty offensive, you know?
That's pretty
This
much the
is,
rating I gave it. You know,
yeah.
it's a pretty good
I
rating.
think if this was like Netflix and you had all the episodes out at once, I think it might have been different because you can immediately watch episode 4, right? So you don't have to like single out episode 3. Because that would it's just confusing.
Yeah,
But
this
I'm
is
sure as more episodes go out, it will be
the
explained.
ratings will change. Yeah, this is one of the big things and debates. Which is better to watch a show weekly or binge it all at once, you know, when it comes out?
Yeah.
Like, what
I
do you
still
prefer?
say binge, bro. Absolutely binge. Because if the anime is hype, waiting for that next week is painful. If the episode isn't the hype and it's confusing like this, it's still painful because you're trying to wait for like a good explanation of what you watch. Like what are these characters, who are these names and whatnot.
I suppose it depends if you want to keep up to date with the fan reactions and all that.
It
Like,
is good for discussion though.
yeah.
That's 100% true. Like if you want to be what should we call it? In the know, I guess. You gotta be watching it weekly and have that weekly
hmm
participation of like having discussions and that. So that's important as well.
That's what made Game of Thrones so special was that it came out weekly.
Yeah.
There were people at bars watching it, reacting to it. It was like an event.
Event, yeah.
And
I
speaking of,
want to.
sorry.
Oh yeah, just before we do move away from Jujutsu Kaisen, the thing about Gojo. So they have a back door for the cube, right? That they
hmm
have.
Yep.
Um, I think they did explain it in this episode. They mentioned that could they, if they amass 100 points, could they release Gojo or no? Is that not a possibility? I'm pretty sure it was mentioned in this episode where you could wish him back something. But I'm not because I've seen this episode 2 days ago when it came out, but
Yeah, I'm not too
pretty
sure about
sure.
that, but all we know is that they need to use either the curse tools or Angel's power to break open the seal, essentially.
So what is this wish? Can you just wish for anything? How does that work? Or am I just getting into spoilers?
That could be spoilers.
Okay. I know for a fact who's going to get the first wish, and that's that Zenin dude, the blonde Zenin guy. He's defo going to get 100 points easily and make a wish. Like, when you can't introduce a character like that in this first 2 episodes and then not have him come back again and like do some crazy stuff. And will we see Sukuna? I think we might because he was teased in the opening credits with his face staring in the mirror.
What
And
are
that's
your theories for episode 4?
we're gonna meet that guy. We're gonna meet the guy that's stronger than Yuta. And why are they finding him again? What was the reason for finding him? I still don't remember.
Let me just go back to that scene. Hmm. Here we go. I think you just need another partner to have on their team, you know? Like, the more
Okay.
allies, the best. And because he
That
went
is
to the
true,
same
yeah.
school as these guys, it's like, yeah, you want as many allies on your team as possible.
Okay. Frosty in the chat says, "What's going on? What's going on, dude?"
We just finished talking about JJK season 3, episode 3.
Were you just as confused as I was? Yeah, Hikari's got aura, right? Because even Frosty's like, yeah, Hikari mentioned. So this guy's gonna do some crazy stuff, I think.
Yeah. Let's just hope the chat doesn't spoil, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's JJK in a nutshell. So yeah, you think they're going to get Hikari back in the next episode? Cool. Anything else?
Cool. Okay, so that's definitely not gonna happen. And they might focus on different characters. Then they're gonna probably focus on who's this girl with the glasses right now from the Zenin clan. They might focus on her getting her cursed weapons, and she might run into the blonde dude. I don't know. They could focus on, is Yuta the one finding Hikari, or is it Yuji?
It's Yuji.
Yuji. Okay, so then we might see Yuta go to that hub, whatever it's called, colonies, whatever it's called, and do something there. Also, we've seen Gojo in the opening credits, right? So we might see Gojo like life inside the cube or something. So that could happen. Yeah, anything can happen. I don't think shit is gonna hit the fan too soon. I think we're gonna wait till like around episode 9-ish or something, where then the crazy stuff's gonna start happening. I don't expect crazy stuff to happening soon. Yeah. So right now, I guess it's still calm before the storm. That's what I assume. Calm before the storm.
Who knows? Anything could happen in this.
Yeah. Such a well written show. Even though it is jumbled up and confusing, it's still so good.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of well-written series, One Piece. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about One Piece.
Well, not the anime, the live action, because I still haven't seen the anime of the Egghead yet.
Oh, true, yeah.
So season 2 One Piece got a brand new trailer, and we got to see more of the characters in this trailer. I do believe we got to see Nico Robin fully in this trailer. Here she is. And who else did we see?
We see number 3.
Number 3, that's it.
Girl. We seen.
Let me have a quick look on the trailer. I haven't really seen it.
First they were merely a rumor.
Dude, this trailer is amazing. I think I've watched it nearly 1,000 times. How can you have not seen this, dude?
Oh yeah, Vivi's it. Okay, I think I've seen clips of this.
This trailer is amazing, man. It's so damn cool.
Yeah, it looks really good.
The music they used for this as well, it's good. I can't wait for April to roll around. It's so good.
Is it April or March? It's March the 10th.
Is it March? Or even better? Even better if it's March.
Yeah, it's coming out quicker. Oh, you got the bird. What was the bird's name in Alabaster? I forgot.
Bro, you're not asking me to remember a character's name from 1,000 episodes ago? Hell no, bro. I ain't gonna remember that. Ain't nobody gonna remember that.
Oh, you got the moi, that guy who used to sing a lot, who was protecting Vivi. The opera guy.
Mm-hmm. I will say I did see the very stupid backlash this trailer has gotten, and we don't really need to talk about it. But yeah, it's just more complaints of like certain people should be playing a certain character, essentially.
I think it's mainly Vivi, but
This guy as well.
I didn't see any of that, but okay.
Yeah,
I just saw people complaining about Vivi. I don't really care, to be honest, you know. Like,
I do have one complaint actually from this trailer, and it does concern me. So the lighting they use, so the scene with Zoro fighting the other dude, the lighting they use clearly looks like a set. It doesn't look like a real city or a
yeah,
village. That's my only complaint I have. It's
my
very
I've got one complaint, and you can see it in this shot right here. Like, do you know
yeah.
what it is?
The lighting.
No, not that.
What the hell is Zoro wearing?
Kind of that. It's the outfits not having any grime or dirt or anything on it. I mean, these guys are pirates. They're meant to be like on the seven seas. It's very clean and ironed. There's no wrinkles, you know.
But to be fair, though, in the anime, it's too clean as well in the anime until they start fighting. So
I
it
mean,
could be.
I kind of forgive the anime because it's 2D. It's a cartoon, you know.
Yeah.
But like for real life, it's very like, oh wow, it's so clean and polished. It does have that Netflix lighting, you know. It's so bright and it's so clean. It has like a very smooth look to it, you know. It's very Netflixy.
I don't mind the cleanness of the outfits, but if it stays clean throughout the fightings, like you literally see Sanji get shot. If we don't see any rubble on him or like dirt, then come on, what are we doing?
I think the cast looked pretty good. Did they age this character up? Because in the anime, she's a child.
Yeah, I think they did. I think they did age her up.
Yeah, she's like a little girl.
What do you mean? I mean, it does look pretty good. This trailer looks amazing. This trailer is so hype. It's way better than the previous trailer we got for season 2.
Yeah,
Wait,
it is a
used the word
cartoon. Yeah, that's what anime is.
No, it's Japanese animation, dude.
But animation is cartoons, you know.
Yeah. Western animation is cartoon.
Yeah.
I don't think they use the word cartoon for like Japanese animation.
I don't know why people get offended when someone says anime is a cartoon. It is.
I think it's
drawings. It's
when you watch, because from our perspective, cartoons are basically like Simpsons, Family Guy,
Yeah.
so it has that kind of connotation to it. So, but then you see like anime, and then you see the huge library of what anime can produce and stuff like that. So that's why people get offended when people say cartoons and whatnot. But like, dude, there are some amazing cartoons out there as well.
But I mean, isn't that the reason why this live action is being made? Because there's a lot of people out there that would refuse to watch this series because it's animated, you know. So making it live action makes it more universally, you know.
Yeah, makes a good comment about did we not learn about Cowboy Bebop or Yu Yu Hakusho live action? Well, One Piece has a season 2 for a reason. You know what I'm saying? One Piece has a season 2 where those TV shows failed. So obviously, season 1 captured a huge audience, enough to garner season 2. And I think season 2 Hot Take will be just as good, if not better. If not better, and we will get a season 3. And I think season 3 is in the works, so we will definitely see it.
Yeah, it's already in development.
So that comment would make sense if we were talking about season 1.
Yeah, I suppose so. But that's why a lot of these movies get remakes, you know. Look at Disney.
And How to Train Your Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon had a live action.
I feel like at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good of a story you write, there will always be people out there that won't watch anything animated or pick up a game controller. That's why so many animations and games get remade into live action, because I guess it's more easily accessible for people that wouldn't have consumed this story anyway. No. Honestly, I don't mind One Piece being live action, you know. it's cool seeing the differences, and
the pacing is
the pacing
fast
is
as well.
super fast.
Oh.
You know,
Look at the arc we're already in.
I know we're
Just
coming.
in like 10 episodes or
Yeah.
more, just a bit more, like 11 episodes or something.
I think this is going to end on Chopper's Island, isn't it?
Yeah, it will. Yeah.
Yeah, I do think Ben 10 deserves a new season with an animation studio. Go back to the original art style, like not the Omniverse one. That was a pretty bad art style in my opinion. Animation looked pretty cool though, but didn't like their eyes, the way they were drawn. Kind of freaky.
Avatar is a cartoon and it's a masterpiece, alright?
I love cartoons.
Yeah.
Anything else to say on the trailer?
I'm just hype for season 2 and I can't wait to see Luffy D Monkey. Luffy D Monkey is my favorite character.
Awesome.
Luffy D Monkey is the best.
I mean, that's how they would say it in English, you know, because
Luffy D Monkey, not
pretty
Monkey
much,
D Luffy.
yeah. But yeah, that's
It's
the.
because
Oh.
that's what Logan Paul said.
Oh, really?
he says Luffy D Monkey. Then people just instantly call him out on it.
Oh,
Like,
gosh.
That's not his name.
Speaking of Logan Paul, not him, but the other YouTuber, PewDiePie. Is it PewDiePie?
Oh, PewDiePie.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Let me get this one up. PewDiePie. That's it. PewDiePie.
No, it's not.
PewDiePie. That's what. Is it not? Oh, it says PewDiePie.
Yeah,
There's
but
a
it's
die in
pronounced
it.
It's pronounced PewDiePie.
PewDiePie.
Yeah.
But yeah, he went to Wit Studio. He got to spend a
Yeah.
full day at Wit Studio. He got a drawing which looks like Commander Irvin from Attack on Titan a little bit.
It does. It does.
I was like, damn, is that
I'm
my boy?
surprised how he got in there. Well, did you watch the video of this? I've not seen it yet, but
I saw parts of it online.
A few months ago, I got a letter, and in
I mean that's cool. Honestly, this is privilege right here.
I mean, this dude has over 110 million subs, so
Yeah.
you know he's richer than the people working there. You know. But yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, I like PewDiePie, but just don't mention the bridge incident.
I don't know if it was him or another YouTuber who was under controversy about there was a dead body or something like that. I don't remember. It was years ago.
That was Logan Paul.
That's
that
him,
was the
yeah.
infamous Japanese forest video.
Yeah, look at that dude.
Yeah,
That's our
pretty
commander. Oh, that's the character designer of what was his name? Fudge. He's the main character designer from Attack on Titan seasons 1 to 3. I forgot his name though.
sick. That hurts me, dude. Like,
But yeah, he's the man behind the
Glad
designs
that-
of the first 3 seasons.
damn, dude, what could have been?
What is his name?
You ever think Wit Studio would have been think about Attack on Titan? Like, oh, we could have animated the last few seasons. Probably not. They're probably thinking it would have been too many years spent animating on it. They're probably thinking it's a relief.
Yeah, I think they were relieved, you know. I think a lot of it has to do with the Blu-ray sales, you know. Even though the show got popular in 2018 and 2019, there was so much demand for anime and people weren't really buying Blu-rays, you know. Because these studios rely on Blu-rays and merch, and they're a tiny studio, and I can only imagine that the production committee didn't pay them enough to continue, so they were like, yeah, screw that.
Yeah, and being an animator is so cool. cruel, not cool. So cruel. The conditions you have to work under. Look at One Punch Man season 3 for an example.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yikes. Have you seen sort of like a side? I don't even know what that word is, but transitioning slightly off topic to Tomb Raider King TV. Have you heard of that?
The what TV?
Tomb Raider King.
No, I don't even know what that is.
It's the guy from Solo Leveling. He's starring in it. I'm surprised
Voice
you haven't
actor?
heard of this one.
Oh, I think I've seen a poster
the
of
actual
this.
character. The actual character. Solo Leveling is.
Oh wow, you're right. Looks like Song Jin Woo.
Exactly, it's Son Jin-woo.
Is it meant to be a parody?
I have no idea what this is meant
It
to
looks
be.
like it.
So Frosty says it's a Solo Leveling type classic character. So it is very serious, basically. So it's a Chinese animation, I assume.
Yeah, animation studio, Studio Eek.
Eek.
I don't really get it. Cool, I might check it out if it's good.
I will say Chinese animation has been amazing. Yeah, it has been. The only issue I have with Chinese animation is the storytelling, because that's all over the place, dude. It's so weird.
Yeah, Nausea 2 is pretty good. But yeah, that's what were we on about? Yeah, we talked about One Piece. That's cool. And PewDiePie.
We talked about PewDiePie with Studio.
That's it. Yeah, so that's cool that he's at Wit. Awesome.
Yeah, that's why One Piece is taking long, because PewDiePie's there at Wit.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. Damn, it does feel like plagiarism. Even Chibli Reviews is talking about it. Anyway, next up on the list, Demon Slayer news. So, at the Golden Globes, Demon Slayer was nominated for Best Animated Movie. And it lost to Kpop Demon Hunters.
Shocking. Absolutely shocking. I seen Kpop Demon Hunters, but I finished it, by the way. I don't know why that man, Hideo Kojima, was crying at the ending. What part did he cry at? I'm so confused.
Oh, when what was his name? The boyfriend, vampire boy. He sacrificed himself in the end.
That was not a tear-worthy moment.
So, what did you think of the film overall? Like,
I didn't like it. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't
like
the
it?
second
Damn.
half of it. No, I just did not like it.
we don't want to hear those K-pop fans.
Yeah.
That's an unpopular opinion. People love this film.
Yeah, I know. I see it. I just don't understand. I know. I do understand it because it has that type of like audience it's catering to. Just I'm not that demographic. That's just not for me.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's like a girl box vibes. And that's for me.
You're not into that.
No.
Okay, well, I flipping loved this film. I thought it was one of the better movies of last year. Your opinion is probably one in the minority. You know, a lot of people love this.
I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest with you.
But yeah, a lot of people were very upset that Demon Slayer lost to K-pop Demon Hunters.
Dude, Demon Slayer should have won, and the reason why it didn't win is because it's not on Netflix.
I'll be honest, I don't really mind, to be honest, because think about it, K-pop Demon Hunters is an original film, and Demon Slayer is based on a series of seasons, so I don't know. I think it's cool that an original movie
An
is
original
being,
IP.
you know, an original IP is being rewarded. You know, people online keep complaining about sequels and remakes and reboots and like, where's the original stuff? Blah blah blah. So when an original movie does come in and actually get success, people are hating on it. It's very, it's pretty ironic, you know.
I will agree to that when it comes to remakes, but not sequels. For sequels, like this is like a Demon Slayer isn't really a sequel. It's more of like an adaptation of the story of the
Yeah,
manga.
yeah, I agree.
So, but listen, it's fine to be honest with you. The award shows don't really matter that much to me anyway. So
I don't know if
it's
they
fine.
ever really mattered, to be honest. Like,
If anything, it's like a huge advertisement if you've won the award. I think that's
but
mainly
yeah,
what it is.
people are mad about this. They all wanted Demon Slayer to win, you know. But then it's kind of ironic because there was another award show where Chainsaw Man lost to, I think, Demon Slayer. So, and people were mad about that. You know, they wanted Chainsaw Man to win. So it's kind of, it just feels like the internet just wants something to hate, you know.
I saw a top 10 movie list and Chainsaw Man was at number 1,
Yeah.
but I don't know what that list was. Was it the Golden Globe list? I can't remember. I don't
Don't
know what
think
that
so.
list was, but yeah, Demon Slayer was nowhere to be seen on that list. But Chainsaw Man was right at the top, and this was including all types of movies. This was like live action and animation. Of
There we go. It's
2025.
on Letterbox.
Letterboxd. Damn.
So yeah, Chainsaw Man: The Resident Arc film is the highest rated film of the year on Letterbox.
Wow.
So it beat out,
Deservedly so, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's very good.
it beat out Superman, all the MCU movies. It beat out Sinners. It beat out Zootopia 2. It beat out F1. So many big films came out last year.
What a comeback for Chainsaw Man. Because that, I can't lie to you, my hype for Chainsaw Man movie was dead. I was not interested whatsoever because the wait was 3 years. And that's enough to, like, kill any attention you have for your anime. And then this film, they knocked out the park. It was just so damn good.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm interested to see more.
Yeah, gonna have to wait for that. I know there was a teaser for the upcoming arc, but there's no release date for that.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be wild. It's going to be ways of ways. What is Eternity? Your Eternity? Have you heard of that? That's
Heard of it, never seen it.
Kpop-
Never seen Your Eternity. I might not watch it. I heard bad things about it.
Uh-oh.
To Your Eternity. I don't know if it was this show or something else, but I heard negative things regarding this. I don't know. It looks like an isekai.
I've never heard of it. See, I've not really seen that much isekais, to be honest.
Yeah, people are saying it's good. Free Rent,
Rip off. Free
Dunno.
Rent, rip off. Great. I've not seen Free Rent, so I can't.
I wasn't a big fan of the first 3 episodes. I mean, I liked it, but it was not what I thought it was going to be. But I keep hearing good things, so I might push on with that. Honestly, I haven't really been watching a lot of anime. I've been watching more live action stuff. Like, I've been finishing up all of the Defender shows from Netflix Marvel. You know, like the Daredevils, the Luke Cages, the Iron Fists, the Jessica Jones, the Punishers. I'm on the final show or season for that, which is Jessica Jones season 3 now. But yeah, I finished most of them now.
Have you been enjoying it?
Have you seen them yet?
I've only seen Daredevil season 1 and Jessica Jones season 1. I never carried on beyond that because at that time there was a discussion where these shows were separate from the MCU because it was on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought, there's no point in watching the TV show. There's no point in carrying on watching it. And then years later, they're like, oh yeah, it is part of the MCU. But
Yeah.
it's gone to the point where I'm not interested no more. It's that time. It's my
Yeah.
interest has sailed.
I mean, I feel like I just sort of watch these shows as its own thing. I don't really think about the MCU watching it. I just see it as its own thing.
But this was back when MCU was good.
Yeah, this was like, so these shows came up between 2015 and 2019, with the final one being Jessica Jones season 3 ending in 2019. I think it was just before or after Endgame. So yeah. Yeah, these shows, like, none of them connect to any of, like, so they are in the world. They do talk about Captain America one time, like a couple of times they talk about him, and they talk about the event, you know, what happened in New York in the first Avengers film.
Of course.
I think in Luke Cage and Daredevil, they'd say it's the, what do they call it? The event or something like that. They don't mention it, but they call it, oh, you mean the event that happened, you know? It's almost like
It's so weird.
yeah, the way they talk about it, it's very almost like taboo, like, oh, the event that happened in 2012, you know? But I flipping love all of these shows. I think they're all well made, well written, you know? I think Daredevil, gets a lot better in season 3. Season 3 might be the best season for Daredevil. Did you see the new show, Born Again?
I don't know. I did not get a chance to see that, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Because because that came out years later after season 2.
Yeah.
Right? I think I'll have to watch season 2 before watching Born Again.
You have to watch all 3 seasons to understand, and The Defenders. Because it's season
That's
1,
the commitment.
season 2, The Defenders, and then season 3. And then Born Again. Because you might be a bit confused as to why certain characters are here and there, and, you know. But I don't know what happens in Born Again. It might be a revival. It could be like, you know, Doctor Who, when it came back in 2005. It could be like that, where it's not really a sequel, but it is continuing, you know, what came before it.
It's a commitment I can't do, dude. It's too long. It's just characters that I'm not really interested in.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Daredevil. I'm more into characters with actual superpowers.
Okay.
I mean,
I
Daredevil does
think
kind of
Iron Fist has superpowers. He's got
but he's
a glowing
also-
fist.
Yeah, cool. What's he gonna do with that fist?
Oh,
dude?
I don't want to spoil it, but he does stuff
Where is
with
he
it.
placing it?
He does stuff in that show. But yeah, I think these shows are pretty good. You know, they're really, I don't know, I really enjoy it, you know.
Does it suffer from the MCU writing?
No, these are like very different. It's nothing like the MCU, dude. They're like R-rated shows, you know. Especially The Punisher and Jessica Jones in particular. They are very R-rated, you know. There's a lot
What
of...
about Born Again? That is
I haven't seen,
specifically
but I have
on
not seen that yet, so I don't know.
there.
I haven't seen that. But I know for a fact that they are more or less R-rated. Like, they got violence and all those adult stuff in it. You know, it doesn't even have like the MCU humor in. It's very grounded, you know. It's very gritty and realistic, you know. Especially The Punisher. Oh my gosh. I think The Punisher might be the most intense out of all of them.
I can imagine, because what's his superpower? Just shotguns and ARs. Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. But wow, what he does with those shotguns is like, damn. It's,
Yeah. That's actually pretty surprising that like Disney allowed Marvel to be that graphic with Daredevil. That's actually pretty cool.
Speaking about all of that, so that's all that out of the way. Moving on. Are you a big Phineas and Ferb fan?
Not really, but when it was airing, I did watch a few episodes and they were entertaining. But it's not something I religiously watched.
Yeah, I used to watch this all the time as a kid, but then I just sort of stopped when the show finished in 2015. But then they brought it back in 2019 with a movie for Disney Plus, and then they brought the whole show back again, I think this year. And now they're confirming a third movie where Dr. Doofenshmirtz will travel back in time, fail an experiment, and that will result in Phineas's mom and Ferb's dad never meeting. So it's sort of like a what if scenario episode movie.
Did you say third movie? Where was the what was movie 1 and 2?
Oh, you've never seen those films?
No, never. I don't think. I think I might have seen like the spin-off movies.
So movie
think
1 was The Second Dimension, where Phineas and Ferb team up with Perry the Platypus to take out the evil Dr. Doofenshmirtz in the alternative reality, and they team up with their alternative counterparts. It's a pretty cool movie. It's sort of like the Avengers Infinity War Endgame of the show, because it's like a culmination of everything the show was at that point. Phineas and Ferb, I don't know if it's a spoiler because it shows in the poster, but Phineas and Ferb learn about Perry in the movie, you know, him being that secret identity platypus.
Spy, right.
Yeah, so they find out about him. Then they team up with him to take out Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
But wasn't there like I could be misremembering, but didn't they have like a spin-off with Star Wars or something like
Yeah,
that?
there was a spin-off movie called Star Wars, Phineas and Ferb.
There was. I didn't.
Yeah, it's not a movie, it's like an hour special.
An hour special.
Where they
Okay, so
kind
that's
of
probably why
it's like a remake of the movie where Phineas is Luke and then Ferb is I think he's Darth Maul in the movie. The animation is pretty good towards the end, I won't lie. But apart from this, have you seen any of the other ones?
What other like spin-offs have they done? Is it like the same as Star Wars? They done Avengers one. Wow. Okay, I've not. Two. To be honest with you, I don't really remember much of Phineas and Ferb, except for the times where Candace almost catches Phineas and Ferb. That's it. I don't remember actual full-on episodes.
Yeah, it's been many years since I've last seen this. But yeah, for fans, yeah, they're pretty hype for this. Oh, you have KA Pong 007 saying, have you watched The Walking Dead? And I have, but I haven't finished it.
You haven't finished it. Wait, oh no, you finished season 7, but you haven't.
No,
seen
I finished
spin-off shows,
season
right?
10, but I haven't finished season 11.
Oh right, I forgot that it goes on that long. Yeah, season 11. My bad. Yeah, sorry, season 11. Dude, yeah, dude, it's good. It's good, but the spin-offs I can't watch the spin-offs Kapong, except for the one they did with Rick and Michonne. That was very good, except for the ending.
I wish they just ended it with season 11. It would have been better.
they should have just end it with season 11, or have Rick rejoin the group again or something like that. I don't like how everyone split off and doing their own thing. I hate that so much, dude.
I'm just surprised that it's still getting spin-offs, you know? Like, the show, in my opinion, fell off a long time ago, before all of this, you know, in terms of the ratings and viewerships. Like, a lot,
that's when Rick left, right? That's when they had Rick leave,
Yeah.
and then they were going to do that Walking Dead movie, and then
Yeah.
that Walking Dead movie fell apart, and that was a bit awkward because Rick's gone.
Yeah.
What do we do now? Yeah, it's just weird.
They should have ended it in the Negan arc, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think that would have been a better ending. I mean, the season 9 is pretty good. I like that. And even season 10 was not, in my opinion. Didn't really like most of the episodes, apart from the Negan backstory episode. That was brilliant.
Alpha and Beta were really good.
Yeah, that was
I did
season
like them
9.
as villains,
Yeah.
and I did like seeing Daryl come into his own, become like a leader of the group, because he's always sort of like he was always seen as like the co-captain of the group, like doing his side thing. But stepping into that lead role was really interesting, and I did like it. But there were some aspects where it did sort of fall apart. But in my opinion, it did hold up, but wasn't as good as stuff with Negan. But I do have issues with Negan as well. I don't like how all of a sudden this guy has like a huge group of armies with him, does anything that he commands them to. That's the only thing that I find a bit unbelievable.
Yeah, I agree. Frosty says, have you guys escaped the biggest JJK spoilers? Well, fortunately for me, I read the manga. I know how it ends, so I know all the big spoilers, you know?
I know 2 big spoilers now. I think I know for sure. I know one big spoiler that I've seen ages ago to do with the ending of not the ending, but a certain character towards the end of Jujutsu Kaisen, and I know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Episode 3 because I didn't understand what was happening, and this guy that I searched episode 3 recap. The first 10 seconds he spoils stuff from the manga. Like, why? We're not even at that point yet. What are you on about? And he's calling his video. It's titled the video episode 3 recap or like explained or whatnot. Come on, that's so bad.
That's why I decided to read the manga, because I just could not deal with the spoilers, you know. It was everywhere, you know. I had to read it, and I don't regret it, you know.
Especially that specific arc, because because that moment was so hype. Even I was seeing stuff like that, and I don't really stay in the anime space for that long because I'm more of a video game type person. And the stuff that was breaking through into my content, my algorithm, was the final arc of Jujutsu Kaisen, and like seeing some crazy stuff, which is just can't wait to see animated.
Yeah. got a while to go, but it will soon be all done. Because I think the first 2 episodes were episode 1 adapted 4 chapters, episode 2 adapted another 4 chapters, episode 3 only adapted 2 chapters because of the amount of content in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, but that's that. What else on the list of things? Oh yes, George R.R. Martin. Let's talk about him. Let's talk about that dude. That was a very lengthy statement by him, and it's very concerning, and it does actually make sense as to why season 2 of House of the Dragon wasn't that good. Is that how you spell his name?
Perfect.
George
R.R.
George R.R.
Martino.
George R.R. Martin. Huh, my search isn't working. Here we go. What on earth?
It's George R. Space R. Space Martin.
Martin, not Martine, that's why.
Oh, you typed in Martin. Martin.
Here we go. So let me find it. It was like a very lengthy. Here we go. So George R.R. Martin says his relationship with House of the Dragon showrunner Ryan Condal is abysmal, and he basically talks about how first season things were pretty good. You know, they were on the same wavelength, but for season 2, he just stopped listening to George and did his own thing. And yeah, that kind of explains why things were the way they were, for season 2.
Yeah, so frustrating. Yeah, you're gonna put what's his name? The guy's character, Matt Smith's character, in a castle, acting all Delulu. Like, really, we're gonna do that? That's boring to watch. Yeah.
I mean, you can see the difference.
It's bad.
Wow, yeah, he just pretty much did his own thing,
I could do it better than the guy that written the book. Yeah, it makes
And now he says
sense.
season 3 is not his story any longer. It's Ryan's story now. Oh boy.
Pull up an image of Ryan, please. Let's just see what this dumbass looks like.
What's his name? Ryan Condal. There he is.
Yeah, it looks like a dumbass. It makes sense. Yeah.
Oh dear. So this is the guy that wants to be like George, I think seeing the success of season 1 made him go, "Wow, I'm famous now. Let me do my own thing. I want to get all the credit now." That's how it feels like.
His ego got to him. He had too much power and control, and it bit him in his dumbass face.
Pretty much. Damn, X is so abysmal. Honestly, I don't really care. I just want him to finish the books, I'm more interested in how the books end more than these spin-off shows, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I don't even know if the book is actually finished, right?
There's still
Only,
2 more
like,
to go. He needs to write
for
2
this-
more.
I'm on about, for House of the Dragon, because House of the Dragon isn't finished. I don't.
Oh, the books are done for House of the Dragon.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure they're done.
Do a quick fact check, because I'm pretty sure. This was years ago, by the way. But I'm pretty sure only certain books were completed for it. No.
I'm sure the House of the Dragon books are done, but not the main series. Okay, maybe not. The source books aren't done as Blood and Fire. Is that not released yet? But it is released. What's going on?
It's
It came out in 2018.
Yeah.
So is it done? Is it not done? Source books aren't done. Fire and Blood. Blood and Fire.
Doesn't it end on a cliffhanger for a specific...
Okay. So Fire and Blood is the first book, and then Blood and Fire is meant to be the sequel. That isn't done yet. That's
yeah,
weird.
because the first book ends on a huge cliffhanger with a certain character.
And
I'm like, yeah, so yeah, you're gonna make a show on a book that isn't finished. How is that gonna work out?
Oh, it's weird. Okay, I didn't know about that.
Frosty says after Jujutsu Kaisen season 3, we're getting a movie. Does that seem likely? Are we getting a movie?
I think so.
Oh man, can we stop with the damn movies?
100% we're getting a movie. With the way the final arc is, it's really quick. It's very fast paced, the final arc, so I can imagine it's going to be a film.
Okay. 2029, here we go.
Pretty much. I mean, looking at Demon Slayer and all the money they made, they keep releasing that Attack on Titan movie in the cinemas because they realized that they could have made bank on it. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a movie.
Paula has a question for us. Do you both think Keanu Reeves would play a great Darth Raven from Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic game? Give your thoughts on that, boy, dude.
Keanu Reeves is go-to than anything, but I don't know anything about this game.
I would say, yeah, dude. Darth Raven, yeah, dude. Look, just type in an image of Darth Raven, bro. It's so sick.
Who is this character? Never seen this person before.
He's from a character from Knights of the Old Republic. Apparently, we're meant to be getting a remake of this game as well, but I don't know how that how the development cycle is going for that game yet.
Wow, so I am really a casual when it comes to Star Wars because I didn't know about any of this.
So much, Star Wars. There's so much stuff that you've probably never heard of because most of it is gone into the video game.
I know there's books as well and comics of Star Wars, but damn, like...
Have you seen... you must have heard the PS2 game, the Star Wars, for the Force... The Force? Wait, no. Force Unleashed, I think. Force Unleashed?
I think I've seen a poster of this, but I've never played this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I really do live under a rock. I don't even know about any of this stuff.
Yeah, sorry for going off track. But yeah, there's just a lot.
All I know is Obi-Wan, Yoda, Vader, Mace Windu, Luke, Han, Leia, Kylo, Finn, Rey, and all them lot. Like, that's it. I don't know about the Force Unleashed. I don't know about this Darth Voodoo guy. I don't know about any of this stuff.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But we were talking about Jujutsu Kaisen being a movie, right?
Oh yeah, 100% a film. That's going to be like 2 hours long. Easy. And I think they should, you know? Because I can imagine that as a film.
Have they announced how many episodes there are for this season?
It's going to be a part 1 for Culling Game, so part 2 should be coming out after part 1.
Okay, so we're looking
24.
around 12 episodes, right? 12, 13 episodes, probably 11.
Yeah, for part 1. And then part 2 will have another 12.
Okay. There's a Solo Leveling movie?
Nothing has been confirmed. It's just rumors. All rumors.
Okay.
Well, nothing confirmed. Just all rumors.
Okay.
But yeah, moving on from that, I know you haven't watched it, but there's been some Stranger Things drama going on.
Oh no. Go on, that. Spill the key. I want to know.
So, I mean, let me see where that quote is. Honestly, there's just been quite a lot of drama surrounding it, you know. and some of it might be spoilers, so I might not reveal it. So I'll talk about the stuff that aren't too spoilery.
Okay.
What did they say? I'm trying to find that quote. Let me go to bookmarks. It's probably saved here. Where are we? Here we go. So, the Duffer Brothers, who are the creators of Stranger Things, say they went into production on the final season without having a finished script for the finale. And a lot of people are not happy about that. But, yeah, a lot of people aren't too happy about that.
That's not good. That gives me like the MCU, how they go into production without a finished script, and then their films come out mediocre. But you don't have a negative opinion of the ending, do you? You think it was like a safe ending? You thought it was okay?
I thought it was really good.
Drastic.
Oh,
really good. Okay.
You see, I purposely said that to not spoil you, because there is some things that do happen in the ending that are quite big, but I can't say it because that's just way too much of a spoiler, you know. So I kept it vague. That's but fair. Apart from those drastic things, yeah, it was a pretty decent ending overall, and I still recommend everyone to watch it. You know, despite what people are saying, it's still really good. You know.
Yeah, because there's like a hate train going on for it right now.
Oh yeah, dude, not even with season 5, even with the other seasons, like way back to season 3, people were still hating on it. You know, people were saying, "Oh, Stranger Things season 3, it's run its course, it's out of ideas," but it's still kind of the same show. You know, they kept doing new things, but yeah, I don't really agree with all the hate. You know, I think it's one of those things where I'm like, no, the ending was pretty good, and I think people, you know what's happened? I think it's because of all these fan theories online, you know. I think people had a lot of theories going into this final season, and none of them came true, and people are mad about that. So, essentially, the fans are mad at themselves for making up all of these ideas in their head about how it was going to end, and it didn't end the way they thought it was going to end. Essentially.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
But I still recommend the show. I still think it's great, in my opinion, you know.
Okay. Eventually, I think one day I'll sit down and give it a go.
Oh yeah, you have to see it. You have to watch it.
I think probably once the dust has finally settled with Stranger Things and like no one's talking about it, that's probably when I'll get it clear. I have no previous biases or whatnot, that I can just enjoy it on my own.
Yeah.
On my own viewing.
But some of the fan backlash is reminding me a lot of Game of Thrones when that ended. You know, how people were very like outraged over it. But it feels like it's for the opposite reasons for Game of Thrones. You know, because
we were there. Because I was involved with the ending of Game of Thrones as well, and I remember just not like the previous seasons not enjoying it at all, and then this dumpster fire of a season we've got as well is even worse than what we've seen, and then we weren't getting any enjoyment from these episodes, so we just started hating on it, and then that was our main source of enjoyment. It was just hating on the show. And so you're saying this was opposite to what Game of Thrones had?
It's kind of the same, but it's kind of different at the same time. I think what people are angry about with Stranger Things is that, God, then I'll be getting to spoilers, but I think what people are mad about is that it was a safe ending. I think all the major big twists and turns happened in the 4th season for Stranger Things. And I think because of that, people expected Stranger Things to have more of those twists and all that lot, but it didn't have that. It was just more of like wrapping it all up, essentially, you know, and people were expecting more from that. Whereas Game of Thrones was full of twists in the final season, you know, and it was twists that people didn't like, you know. So I think what people don't like about Stranger Things is that certain characters weren't killed off. It wasn't as dark as people expected it to be, you know. It was more of a bittersweet ending than like a... People were really expecting Stranger Things to end in a very dark way, but it really wasn't that.
Funnily enough, I think George R. R. Martin did come out and say something like that as well, where he would have more characters die because it was too safe as well.
Mm-hmm.
So he had a similar opinion.
Yeah. Even some of the cast, I think 3 years ago, were complaining that the show was a bit too safe. So yeah, I think with Game of Thrones, like, people didn't like the whole subverting expectations, you know. But it kind of goes into the whole thing of like, if people don't like surprises, but then they complain about it, but then when they don't give you surprises, people also don't like that. You know, it's kind of like the writers can't win, essentially.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's that. It kind of reminds me of, you know, when Attack on Titan's manga ended, and you know those I don't know if you were in the fandom in 2021 or 2022.
I was. Yeah, we were both discussing it.
Okay, yeah, you were then. Okay, but there was like this whole like outrage towards the ending. People wanted like an anime original ending, like an AOE, essentially.
Yeah.
They wanted Eren to kind of win in the end and all that. That's kind of the same vibe I'm getting from Stranger Things, where there are fans who actually waited for a special secret episode to be released by Netflix to show us a dark ending of Stranger Things, but that didn't happen.
They really wanted Eren to be the edgelord savior.
I thought that is the most... I think that's baffling, dude. That is baffling in my opinion. Because he was never that character to begin with, you know. He was always that whiny crybaby brat from season 1, you know. That's our boy, you know.
And then when it that twist did reveal that he was the same character, it just hit those people like a truck.
Yeah, because
like,
people thought
this is my savior, this is Eren.
It was weird, you know, like, no, it was... Even when he was acting like that, there were so many clues as to him actually lying. Like, even before the rumbling began, he had that whole conversation with Zeke about how he lied to Mikasa about her being this, like, possessed assassin who's only obeying him because of the founder, but
her headaches.
Yeah, her headaches.
Yeah.
But in reality, she just adored Eren to begin with and wasn't possessed. And he just lied about all of that. So, you know, there were so many clues, you know, leading up to that. But yeah, like, I'm so happy the anime fans loved the ending, you know, because, like, the reactions online were more positive than the manga fans.
There was, like, some questionable dialogue in the manga. I will say what Armin says.
Yeah, Armin's like, thank you, Eren, for being a mass murderer for our sake. But I interpreted that as Armin kind of seeing the pain Eren's in. Because Eren basically destroyed 80% of the world's population.
Which isn't good.
Yeah.
That is genocidal.
Yeah.
F.
Like, he really, like, did a lot of damage to the world. And I think he had that breakdown of him. Like, he was just breaking down, being like, oh, crap, I killed all these people. And then Armin's seeing all of that. And he's like, you did, but let me make you feel better, Eren. So he was, like, thanking Eren. I think what he wanted to do was make Eren feel like the good guy in the end, you know, make him see that, hey, I did this for a reason, and hey, I'm being thanked, so at least I'm not going to die feeling bad about myself. That's how I
should feel bad.
Yeah.
He should feel bad for doing that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
That what he did was a major sin. Like 80%, like, bro, he would have went full in. He would have done everyone in.
That's pretty much everyone, you know. Like, there are more people living on Paradise Island than there are in the rest of the world now. So
Yeah.
Damn.
But
Like,
like again, it's one of the. It's not black and white. It's like it's very grey because we know why he did it as well.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, because like it obviously was defensive, right? Very defensive. But
Yep.
then when he had the power, he just turned that defense into like a full-on attack
Yeah.
where he didn't need to do it. I don't know.
I
Because
still
once you
think,
have the
yeah.
nukes in your possession, then I guess people would stop attacking you. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
very grey.
It's a very
grey.
grey. That's why I love this show, and it's my favorite because of how grey it is. I think with a lot of animes like My Hero, Naruto, it's very like almost happy-go-lucky in the end. Like the character stays the same from beginning to end, like, and it's always going to end up with sunshine and rainbows. You know, like Deku is flying off into the sunset with his friends. Naruto became Hokage and he's smiling and happy, but with AOT, it's like the main character became this murderer in the end. He killed innocent people and he's not dying with a smile on his face, you know, he's dying with a lot of pain, you know.
I'm glad. I am really glad Eren didn't get a happy ending.
Yeah, like even that scene of him crying to Ramsey, that's like, damn, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eren really was evil in the end, but I mean, they kind of foreshadowed this in season 1, you know, with Levi telling him that he's a monster even without Titan powers, you know.
He was the worst person to have the coordinate.
Yep. Like he should never have gained that power. It should have been Armin, you know. I think Armin would have done better things. I think Zeke's
Way more level-headed.
I still think Zeke's plan would have worked out better, you know. His plan was to sacrifice Astoria, make her eat the Beast Titan, and then give her powers to her descendants and just continue that cycle.
I thought it was that he wanted to euthanize his race so they wouldn't.
Yeah, his plan was pretty long. So it was that he wanted to. So basically, what it was is that he wanted to give his power to Historia, and then that she continues to obtain the Beast Titan, and trust someone with the coordinate founding Titan power to activate the rumbling as a sort of a warning to the world to not mess with Paradise Island, and then, as the years went on, basically they would tell the founder to stop people from having kids. And yeah, that was his plan in a nutshell. I think they would have just died off peacefully, essentially, you know. It would have been quite bleak, but it could have solved the issue, you know.
The only issue is, like, you get then you know, there's too many bad guys in the stories, but then you have those bad guys across the ocean win in the end because they didn't need to lift it's that's why I love the story, man. There's just no right, there's no good, there's no bad. It's just all grey.
It's all grey, you know.
You just don't know who to root for.
Because then you have like people like who are actually more positive to like parodies, like the Azumabito clan. Then you have Yelena's people, and then you have Onyankopon, and even some Marleyans were pretty good in the end. Like the 2 soldiers who were friends with Gabby, Yelena was a Marleyan, you know. Not everyone was evil. I don't know if they would have found a way in the end. I think it just all would have ended in chaos and destruction, you know. Which is very bleak and sad, and it's very true to the real world, you know. I think that's why Isayama wrote this story. He wanted it to be like, hey, it's all bleak, and everything we do...
It's very easy, it's very easy to imagine who are the people that are trapped in those walls.
Yeah.
Real world equivalent.
Mm-hmm. So Kpong007 says, did you know in Attack on Titan from the start, the rumbling was already over? It was Armin just narrating how the story happened. Yeah, I pretty much got that gist, you know. It is Armin basically narrating the story from the beginning to the end.
I don't know, when I read it, it didn't feel like he was narrating it.
But in the show, it's his voice. Like from season 1 onwards, he's the one narrating the show.
Of course, yeah.
But yeah, that's AOT in a nutshell. What else on the list of things? Oh, this is a pretty big one. Don't know if you've heard about this. But Kathleen Kennedy has left Lucasfilms.
I think the damage has already been done, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's a bit too little, too late now.
Yeah, I mean, sayonara, but it's too late, dude. It's no one gives a crap about Star Wars anymore. No one, you know.
Damn.
Hitler is dead. What am I... These memes are crazy. I can't lie. No, that's funny.
Honestly, I still love The Force Awakens, you know, despite what people say. I
Which
still
one
think
was that again?
that was the first of the Disney movies. You know,
Oh,
where,
that's the safe one, though. That's just like a carbon copy of A New Hope.
yeah, but I still enjoyed it, you know. It was still
Like,
different enough. Like the Han and Kylo dynamic was very original and different.
It just, what I hated was that it. What was it? Is it Empire Strikes Back? Was that the last one of the original trilogy?
No, that's
That
the
ending
second
was
one.
The
Return of the Jedi. That's the third of the
Return
original.
of the Jedi. So Return of the Jedi, the ending for that meant nothing.
Yeah.
It's like, how are you guys still being oppressed by the Empire? I thought the Empire died. What are we doing? Why is the rebels still fighting? It was so stupid.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I don't consider the Disney movies to be canon, because they're not written by George. You know, they're written by other people. George wrote the original movies and the prequel, so that's his canon, but he didn't even write any of the Disney movies. So this is all, like, I see this as an alternative future, you know. I don't really view it as a direct sequel, but more of like a what if, you know, scenario. Because I don't know if this is what George would have done, you know. Didn't he want to make Darth Maul the main villain of like the sequels or something like that?
No idea.
I mean, I saw so many like things he talked about over the years, but yeah. But yeah, Kathleen Kennedy is gone now, and a lot of people have a lot of things to say about her leaving. You know, the witch is dead. She did so much damage to Star Wars. Yeah, I mean, so now with her gone, how do you feel about Star Wars? Like, you know, your overall feelings of the Disney era, you know, because it does feel like it's coming to an end now with her leaving.
I mean, it's still with the Disney era, to be honest with you. It's still being handcuffed by that mouse, that wickedly dastardly mouse. But as time will tell, and that Ryan Gosling one would be a perfect example of how Star Wars will be like after Kathleen Kennedy, to be honest with you. So
When did you start to fall off Star Wars during this era? Like, what was the moment which made you give up on it?
I think it was Ryan Johnson's Star Wars, to be honest.
The
with
Last
you.
Jedi.
I didn't like the direction they went with it.
Yeah,
But
Luke's his character assassination. You know.
Didn't I fall asleep in the cinema watching this as well?
Yeah, he did.
Oh god, I'm sorry about that.
I feel like the more times I watch this film, the less good it becomes. It's when I first watched it, I loved the visuals in it, and I liked the Kylo and Rey scenes. But the more you watch it, it's very boring. You know, it's a very boring movie. But for me,
oh dude, it's like, okay, we get Force Awakens, right? It's a new set. It's a new trilogy.
yeah.
Okay, at least, okay, you don't like the direction you're going with it, but at least there's a chance we're gonna see Luke again. We're gonna see Leia again, and Han Solo.
Yep.
All like unite and whatnot. that was shot down immediately with Thingy dying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, they still teased Luke, you know. They still teased Luke at the end of Force Awakens. Let's see how he's doing, right? The chosen one, the guy who beat Darth Vader.
Yep.
He's a hermit. He's on an island drinking some weird alien tit milk or whatever it is. Like, what are we doing in this character assassination, dude? What are we doing?
Oh gosh, it was cringy.
Turn him into a hobo. Like, come on, dude.
And then it continues.
Anakin
With
Anakin
Rise.
turning in his grave, seeing what his son became. Like, what are we doing, dude?
Did you see the Rise of Skywalker?
No, I still haven't seen it.
Damn.
I've still not
you've-
seen it.
I think this movie is a teeny bit better than Last Jedi because it kind of goes back to Force Awaken vibes, you know? And at the very least, I do like the visuals in this movie. I think the action is still enjoyable to watch, you know? Like, Kylo Ren is awesome, but it's not good. I don't recommend it, you know? It's not good.
Who directed this one? Was it JJ?
It was
Abrams?
JJ. He came back to do this one, which is
So
why.
I do like JJ Abrams as a director. I do like his film. I like his
Yeah.
Star Trek films that he's made as well. I thought they were really good. So it does. I haven't seen it, but I should give it
Yeah.
a watch because it is JJ Abrams. Because I think he's a good storyteller
Yeah.
and director.
I feel like Ryan Johnson's direction is very slow in the way he films scenes. Like, It's-
Dude, when Ryan Johnson came out and he's like, "Yeah, I went out to make the Star Wars fan base hate me," I'm like, "Oh, shut up, dude! Just shut up, mate. You're never getting your hands on the Star Wars trilogy because he's meant to make his own trilogy, right?"
yeah. But I think they've given
Other
up on
than
him. Yeah.
Yeah, like just go work on your Glass Onion,
Yeah.
detective films or whatever.
Yeah. Wow. What a fall from grace, you know, Star Wars.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen a franchise just fall so hard than Star Wars because
yeah.
2015 with Force Awakens, people were so hyped, you know. People were like, when that movie came out and it made like $2 billion, people were like, yeah, Star Wars is finally back. And then you had the Rogue One movie come out and people were like, yeah, Star Wars is here to stay. And then it all came crashing with The Last Jedi. It's very
Rogue
remarkable.
One was boring though.
Yeah. But people like that
Did I
one.
fall asleep in that as well? I think I probably
Possibly,
did as well.
yeah.
Dude, but the ending of Rogue One was amazing. Man.
Yeah.
It was so but you have to go through some trash to get it.
It was a very shocking ending with what happened to these
That
characters.
ending was
I did not expect
so-
that. I was like, whoa, okay. It made the whole
Well,
movie
Rogue-
worth it, you know?
Yeah. Rogue One did bait me because I thought we were going to get a great film because we do see the guy who plays Hannibal Lecter at the start of the film. I'm like, oh, we're going to see more of him. This is a great actor. This guy is sick. And then he's being questioned by the Empire. They're like, why are you out here? And he's like, oh, it's a peaceful life. I enjoy it here. You know, like man of your talents. Yeah, that guy, that scene has always been memed a lot. But yeah, then they just kill him off immediately. Like,
Yep.
what?
Pretty much.
And then the film just has a snail's pace of like recruiting these uninteresting characters. But apparently Andor's good. It has that character from Rogue One in it, but people like praise it. Like, I haven't seen it, but people do love the direction of Andor. But Rogue One, dude, it was so long and so boring and just up until we see Darth Vader. Dude.
Yeah,
I
think
did not expect that. I did
yeah.
not. Yo.
I
Give this guy a
personally
medal.
don't like the movie, but the final 15-20 minutes was amazing, you know?
Yeah, it was sick.
Yeah. I think for me, I think Obi-Wan was the show that killed it for me, for Star Wars. Because even despite the whatchamacallit, the sequels being bad,
Obi-Wan was rough, yeah.
I thought
It was
Obi-Wan, the show, would be decent at the very least, and I was really excited for this because I wanted to know what he was up to between
Me too.
movies.
Me too, dude.
Like this was
Me too.
like the one project that I wanted to see
This was
fulfilled.
very Disney-fied. If there was ever a Disney-fied Star Wars movie, this was clearly it. This was the most Disney-fied project I've ever seen, dude. It was so bad. Oh. Why the hell is Leia in this? Why the?
Yeah,
What
yeah, like this was bad. This was so bad. Like, it was not what I want. I think it should have been a movie. Cut out Reva, cut out Leia. It could have been a short film.
could have easily been.
It would have been amazing, because I feel like his fight scenes with Vader were pretty good, and that's it.
The trailers. Do you see the trailers? The trailers were so good.
Yeah, they were really good.
Like hiding away, sitting in the back of a truck or whatnot. It's just so mysterious. Like just he's spying on Luke and all this stuff. No, man, did you notice that there's you don't really see Leia at all in the trailers?
Oh,
And
yeah.
all of a sudden she's bam right there. They're on a journey with him for some reason. Like, what are we doing, dude? What are we doing?
Just baffling choices.
Yeah, dude. I hope this next era of Star Wars is good.
I feel like I'd stop caring about Star Wars now. Like, I don't really care about it.
Same.
There's nothing to look forward to anymore. Like, I will, even that Mandalorian movie, I've never seen Mandalorian the show before, so I don't even know if I'm gonna like it.
Do you know what Star Wars needs? I think it needs a new amazing villain. It needs like a new Darth Vader of this modern
Yeah,
era.
we kind of had that with Kylo
Don't
Ren.
say Kylo Ren. Don't say
But
Kylo Ren. He was.
That wasn't what it was. It could have been more.
When I talk about villains, dude, you need to look at the video games because the Star Wars in the video game space has amazing villains.
I don't know.
They
Like,
should-
yeah, I've heard about that, but it does seem very niche. Like it's not very mainstream. Like it's like Vader is like a mainstream villain. Everyone knows about Vader,
These
even
characters
people.
could easily be mainstream.
Yeah.
If they give it a chance, they could fly with it.
Yeah.
Easily.
They need to make like a movie with these villains. Like an original film to get
Yeah,
more people
easily.
into it.
They did. They tried doing it with that. Remember that Star Wars show of like the beginning of the Jedi Order, like the beginning of the light side and the dark side. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
They had
actually.
the guy from Squid Games in it.
Oh,
but
you mean?
apparently the show was too woke or something. And then
Oh,
they got,
the Acolyte. That's what you mean.
the Acolyte. Yeah. But it just got hated on. People did not like it.
Oh,
I've
boy.
not seen it.
I've
but
seen it.
people hated it.
Yeah, it's not,
not
good.
good?
No.
Oh,
And it's not even because it's woke. It's because it's badly written.
badly written.
It's just I don't know. It's not even just badly written. It's just boring. It's a very boring show to watch. But yeah, this was like, holy moly, the backlash for this show was insane. I mean, the IMDb rating's 4.3 out of 10. Like, damn,
Maybe what's his name? George Lucas should just come back and write because this is clearly his baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is his. Like, only he knows how to write a good story for it. Apparently.
The last,
And what is it?
I think the last Star Wars film he wrote was Revenge of the Sith in
And it
2005.
was amazing.
Yeah. I know he worked on the Clone Wars here and there, but in terms of live action, it was Revenge of the Sith. That was his final thing he did. But
In this
yeah.
in the Acolyte, can you spoil me who the person in the helmet was? Was it this girl here?
Oh,
purple.
no, it was him. This
Him?
guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The ending is interesting because it kind of, I think the show's been cancelled now, so they're not doing season 2. But they allude
Yeah, what
to
didn't help as well was the damn interviews these characters were doing as well. The actors, did you see that? kept-
yeah.
Just riling up the fan base and like, oh no, you should not be saying stuff like this. Dude. Like,
Some of it was taken out of context, and I think
was
that
it
some things were, yeah.
when they saying Star Wars was crap or not?
No, I don't
They're
think
making it better.
I don't
Was
think
that
it
out
was
of
that.
context?
That sounds like it was out of context. Some things they said was true, but there were a lot of things out of context. Saying, I know this one, the main character, and I forgot her name, but she, in an interview many years ago, talked about how she wanted to, in a jokingly way, wanted to make white men feel uncomfortable or something like that. And I think somebody clipped that because she was joking about it. It wasn't really, she wasn't being real about it. But then someone clipped that and then framed it as a recent interview, and there was a lot of backlash about that. But it wasn't. It was out of context. I think people just want to hate it because it's Disney.
What was the context out of that?
It was a TV show she was in 2017 or 2018.
Oh, so something completely separate to Star Wars.
Yeah, it wasn't even Star Wars related. It was like a different movie, different show.
Oh, that's funny.
In a different year. But yeah, this show was bad. Yeah. God. Yeah. Man, people dropped it as well. I don't blame them. But yeah, let's move. Yeah, that's Star Wars. Like, damn. But let's talk about a franchise that has not fallen, actually, and that's Harry Potter. We got some new updates regarding that HBO show.
Okay.
Let's have a look. Where is it? There we go. So the composer Hans Zimmer is scheduled to compose the series starting next year.
Amazing. That's good news.
Yeah.
That's some quality news right there.
Yeah, because I know it was John Williams. He did the first 3 movies for Harry Potter. And those scores are so iconic.
I can't even imagine what Hans Zimmer's going to do for this.
I want it to be different,
Yeah.
very different. But the thing, like, look at the logo, dude. It's literally the same logo as the films. It's like, I kind of want it to be different, because the books are very different to the movies, but it's the same story. It's kind of like, the Chocolate Factory movies, It's kind of like the same story, but it's just told differently.
Okay. I'm excited. 2027 is a long wait.
Yeah, it's next year.
Is it January 2027?
No one knows. Nobody knows. But,
The Hans Zimmer, great choice, dude.
you have people poo-pooing about this show, but I mean, look at this. 2 million views on this post alone. I feel like people are just lying, and they're going to watch it. They're going to consume it. It's like every time there's a remake that comes out, people hate on it, but then it comes out, people watch it, they love it, and it's just, it is what it is,
But when it comes to like Harry Potter specifically, I think it kind of makes sense because of like who it's tied to.
Yeah,
Like,
okay, fair enough, yeah.
You're never gonna to stop seeing criticism for Harry Potter with like how outrageous what's her name, JJK Rowling is.
Yeah, there's
She's
that.
very controversial.
Yeah, there is that, but it's Harry Potter at the end of the day. It's Harry Potter. No matter what the author says, people are still going to love it. I mean, even right now, people go to the Universal Studios. They buy the merch.
Woody Baker for sure, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like
It's
the people...
one of those things.
Yeah.
It's like it's the ethical thing, like do you want to keep... It's one of those like... It's one of those difficult conversations, But I don't really want to get into it, but it's very political, very drama-based.
Yeah. It's what it is. But yeah, Hans Zimmer is returning to Harry Potter, which is pretty hype. In other news, are you a big Madagascar fan?
Madagascar?
Yeah.
Yeah, kinda. I like the first film. Didn't like any of the others.
So, according to somebody, let me see who it was. Where is it? Where is it? Can't even find it. Here it is. So, the directors of Madagascar say a fourth movie could happen, but only if there's a story worthy of the franchise.
Have you seen the other two Madagascar films?
Many, many years ago, I did.
I don't even remember what happens in the movie 2 or movie 3.
I remember in the second film, they went to Africa. And that's when Alex meets his parents and
Right.
you have Moto. It was a pretty good film in terms of the character developments of the characters. Even Melvin and Gloria get more to do. Like, they become a couple in that movie.
Oh,
Yeah. Don't you remember
couple?
it? Yeah.
no.
Like, Melvin is like, throughout the film, he's like, oh, I love Gloria, but I don't know how to tell her and all that.
The giraffe and the hippo?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, maybe we don't need a Madagascar 4 if that's the quality of writing we're getting. Right, okay, dude.
Yeah, that was all
Okay.
that. But no, it was entertaining, you know. It was fun to watch.
I remember movie 3, it was based on the circus or something like that.
Yeah.
That's it.
The circus. That should have been the ending, because they do go back to the zoo, and then they realize that, oh, we loved this place when we were here, but we traveled the world and now it's so small and mundane at the zoo. I felt like that was a good ending, you know, for the trilogy.
Did they escape the zoo again? Or did they just stay there?
You don't remember the movie? Oh,
Nope, I do
Okay.
not. I don't remember bad films.
okay. Oh, this wasn't a bad film. I think it was pretty good. But I was 12 when I saw it, so I don't remember. No, 13. It came out in 2011. I haven't seen it since, so it could be a bad film. I'm just going based on nostalgia and memories. You know, I don't even
Yeah.
remember. So I can't be a judge of if it was good or not, but
I think you base it on the box office of why we haven't seen Madagascar 4.
yeah. Let me have a look at the box office and see what the box offices were for these films. So the first film in 2005 had a budget of 75 million and made 556 million.
A
Damn.
budget of 75 million?
Yeah,
That's crazy for like a brand new IP.
that's huge. You know,
That's huge.
that's why the movie had all these sequels. You know, and then the second movie, which came out in 2008, which is Escape to Africa. This had a budget of 150 million and had a box office of 603 million. Damn.
Okay.
It made
okay.
even more. And then the third one,
It cost more.
it costed more, but they did make more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the third one had a budget of 145 million and made 746 million.
I don't buy it for a second. I don't buy it. I don't buy it.
It was a big film when it came out. You know, I do buy it.
No, it came and died. I swear it came and died.
This came out in 2012 in the summer. At least in the school I was at, people were talking about it.
What was the reviews like? What was the
Generally
rating?
positive reviews, according to IMDb.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's 6 out of 10. Come on.
So Madagascar 5. So Madagascar 1, 6.9 out of 10. Madagascar 2 got a 6.7 out of 10.
Oh no, 6-7.
Yep. And then Madagascar 3 got an 8. No, is that right?
I don't think it is, dude. How is
Madagascar,
Madagascar 1
sorry,
that
Madagascar
low?
3. What did this one get? Yeah, 6.8. So roughly the same amount of scores.
Well, I'm surprised number 1 was so low.
The sequels are better reviewed, you know. I mean, this is like a Gen Z movie. Like, if you're around, if you're like 25, 26, 27, then 28.
Dude, I was like,
How
I
old
think
were
I was like,
like,
I was 12 when I saw the first film.
you were 12 when the first film came out in 2005?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Damn. Really?
Wait, 1995, 2000. So I was 10.
You were 10. Oh, man. I was 7 when that came out, so I was the perfect age.
Dude, yeah, I like Madagascar one. Yeah, that could be recent. That could be nostalgia as well.
Yeah, I mean, that
So-
film came out first, and there is a lot of, like, nostalgia for that. I mean, it's a bit like Alvin and the Chipmunks. It came out, you know, people loved the first one, but then the sequels weren't as well received. Did you like these films when they came out?
Alvin and the Chipmunks, only the first one, and then
Yeah.
they introduced the female cat, and I'm like, oh, dude, what is this?
But I
Why-
mean, these characters have always been in the IP, you know?
oh yeah, possibly, yeah. It just
'Cause
didn't
do you
translate
remember
well to
the-
live action?
Yeah. Do you remember the 80s movies and shows?
No.
The Chipmunk Adventure. Like, they were in it, you know? The Chipmunk Adventure 1987. Like, yeah, here they are.
Alvin.
It's like, the Chipettes were in that film. They had a whole dance sequence with the boys.
How many movies did they make 3 films? Or
So
is it
this
just
one
2?
is like, what you mean, the live action or the animated ones?
Live action, sorry, yeah, live action.
So they made 4 movies.
Really? 4?
Yeah, so it
Wow,
ended
okay,
with the
I'm not-
4th one, I think the Road Chip, in 2015.
Wow, okay.
But yeah, they've made a lot, you know. These characters were pretty big at the time, you know. They were massive.
Alvin, sorry.
But yeah, that's that. Speaking of live actions from animated stuff, I think we got some Scooby-Doo news as well. I'm trying to find it. Here it is.
Interesting live action news for Scooby-Doo.
I think there was a more recent post, but yeah, it's a live action is set in the works at Netflix. I can't find a recent one. Yeah, it might be this one. But yeah, it's a live action reimagining of the show. But yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So do you know who's directing it or writing it?
Who is writing this?
Josh
Greg
Applebaum.
Bertalanti is set to produce it,
Okay.
and it's gonna begin filming in April.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll look out for that one.
you're a big Scooby fan.
To be fair, I've not seen anything Scooby-Doo related in years.
Yeah, same here.
And I know you've told me to watch the
Oh,
Zombie
the
Island film.
'90s movies. Yeah,
I still need to get on that.
yeah. I did rewatch those films recently. They're still good to this day, and the live action one as well. The first one.
The first one was written by James Gunn.
Yeah,
That's insane.
I know. It was a pretty funny adult-like film. I never liked this film as a kid because it was so different to the show. But as you get older, you start to like the live action a lot more.
Watching this as a kid must have been creepy, seeing those like
Yeah.
weird werewolf-looking creatures as well.
Yeah, it was. It really was. I didn't like the way things seemed so much adult in the live action because, you know, you can't relate to a grown up, you know.
And
When
then
you're,
there's
like,
those
5.
weird scenes where they transform into each of like they change bodies,
Yeah.
and then one of the characters is turned into Daphne, and then
Yeah.
that's not Daphne. Is it? Yeah, Daphne. No, Velma.
Daphne or Velma?
Who's Daphne again? Is
The
that
one,
the
the
orange
pink,
ginger?
yeah, the orange haired.
Okay, yeah, that,
Yeah.
yeah, and then they started like what's it called, like investigating themselves. That was
Yeah,
just weird.
yeah, that was a weird scene. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking doing that, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, that's that for Scooby and Madagascar. I don't know if you've seen this new trailer yet, but there was a fourth Doomsday trailer that came out.
Oh, okay, yeah, dude. When we talk about Marvel writing, literally this, it's in this damn stupid trailer, dude. Come on, like not everything has to be a joke. It's like okay, like do you know which scene, like which part I'm talking about in this trailer?
Is it the one with the thing? Well, he's
Yes, the thing. Yeah.
trying to find the trailer.
I am
Here it
so and
is.
so. I'm from Wakanda. Yeah,
Baku.
I'm the thing from this street and that street. Like, bro, come on. Just say New York or something.
Yeah, I don't like this humor as well. I think it's bad. It's the one thing about the MCU that I don't like, is when they do these jokes. It's never really
It's just
good.
bad. It's so bad.
They started doing this when Guardians came out in 2014. And then they just kept going with it. Because before Guardians, they didn't really do this, like they didn't really have those like humor, jokey scenes, but I feel like the Guardians movies influenced the entire MCU a little bit. But
Back James Gunn.
yeah,
He's the catalyst for this.
pretty much. But yeah, I don't really have much to say on this one. Like, it looks cool, the visuals,
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
but don't have much to say. I know the Russo brothers talked about how these trailers aren't really trailers, they're just more like clues or something like that.
I did see like the timestamp, but I don't know. Maybe it's just the countdown to when the film comes out. I don't know, but it could be for something else. Very confusing.
Yeah, this is what they said. The Russo brothers say that what you have been watching for the last 4 weeks are not teasers or trailers, they are stories. They are clues. Pay attention.
Shut up, Russo brothers. Just shut up. Just shut up. Whatever, man. They want us to analyze a 60-second clip for how long? Come on now, just relax.
Yeah, regardless, I'm still pretty hyped for this film,
I am, yeah, true. I am as well.
It just shows you, dude, that fans just care about the legacy characters more than these newer characters.
Which is a shame, but yeah, true.
I think we're living in this era where nostalgia always wins. Things from the past, they bring it back, people love it. But then they also hate on it on social media, but then it ends up making billions at the box office. It's so funny. I find it so funny. Like, look at Avatar. Like, that's already made $1 billion at the box office in 18 days.
That's insane. That is insane. But I've seen people not like the latest, like hardcore. This is from hardcore Avatar enjoys as well, by the way. But apparently, people didn't like the latest Avatar film because it's kind of similar to Way of the Water.
Yeah, I agree with them. It's pretty much the same in terms of like some of the narrative choices. People thought it was going to be a lot different, but it's literally like it's pretty much Way of the Water again. It's a bit shocking how similar it is to that second film. They keep repeating the same plot beats over and over again. It's like, oh my gosh. It's probably my least favorite of the trilogy, in my opinion. I still think Way of the Water might be the best one, if I'm being honest. Maybe the first one, actually. I don't actually know. Way of the Water was very different, and I do like how different it was, so I will give it to Way of the Water. That one had stakes in it. That one felt more serious and dark and gritty. Have you seen them? Like,
I've only seen the first film, but I can't remember it. I
yeah.
can't remember the first one.
It's just pretty much Pocahontas, but blue people. It's pretty much that.
Blue people, yeah.
Even when I was watching it, I was humming the Pocahontas songs because it's literally the same beats, There's a whole scene in the first Avatar that is so similar to a scene in Pocahontas that I'm like, is this plagiarizing? Like, it's very similar. But hey, James Cameron is too big to fail.
Yeah. James Cameron, just come on, move on. Let's do some new original IP now. Come on.
Yeah. But I feel like people might not be as into the new IPs. But I suppose with but James Cameron with his name, attached to it, people might.
It's James Cameron, dude.
Yeah.
It's weird that he gave his entire life to this Avatar project. I wonder why. 20
I mean,
years,
they
right?
do make billions, so I'm not surprised. They pay the bills.
Well, no, not even that. Like the first film, like the gap. Look how long it took from the first film to the second film. Like, why would he give his entire life just wait? Like, not making anything else, just this.
I was 11 when that came out in 2009. That is crazy.
Yeah, man.
And then when the second one came out, I would have been like 20 something. 25.
It's insane. Like, why? Did he make any films in between that? I don't think he did.
I'm gonna have a look at his IMDb filmography. James Cameron movies. James Cameron filmography. Let's have a look. A lot of stuff in the 80s and the 90s. Oh yes, he wrote the story for Alita and Terminator Dark Fate, but he did not direct them. All he's been working on is Avatar. Like,
he written Dark Fate.
He wrote the story for it.
Oh, that's interesting. Dark Fate is the one with the female Terminator, right?
I don't remember.
Click on Dark Fate, the blue link.
It's this one.
Yeah. That's a good. I like that Terminator.
I've never seen it. I heard mixed things about it, so I just skipped it. And it flopped at the box office. Damn.
It was mixed, but it's better than the recent Transformers film, Terminator films you've seen.
Why do you think these movies are flopping at the box office,
I think they rely too much on Arnold. That's probably.
Because, I mean, these movies, they were huge at the box office.
And to be fair, it's very action sloppy.
It might,
you expect the same action beats. I think we need a new tone shift. Like Terminator 1 was more horror based, and then it switched to Terminator 2, which was more action based, and then it just stuck with being action.
Pretty much.
We need to switch it back to horror or something.
Maybe.
But these days, horror is very hard to do now. Because most people rely on the unseen, like ghost elements and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When it comes to films like Scream and Halloween, they're not scary at all in the slightest.
Yeah.
If you could see, there's no tension in them no more.
I also think that the Terminator series is targeted to a more older audience. It's not as universal as a Star Wars is or any of the MCU. This is more like an older generation. It's the generations before us.
Heavily on Arnold Schwarzenegger as well.
Pretty much. Yeah, I think that's the case for it. But yeah, that's Terminator. Speaking of action, Sansa Stark is going to be in a new Tomb Raider series. And looking at the quotes and the likes, you can already tell there's a lot of opinions,
I don't get it. She looks good.
Yeah. I mean, the first comment's pretty much...
Would she be able to act in it? That's another question. She looks the part, but can she play the part?
I don't know.
That's another thing.
People are saying this is not Lara Croft.
I mean, it clearly is. Like, dude, you cannot deny that it looks like Lara Croft. It clearly is. But
Yeah, the
it all comes
incels
down-
are not happy. Yeah. It's just incels, complaining about it,
I think they're still thinking of like Sophie Turner is still like Sansa,
Yeah.
like they're separate people.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't really care about the hate. I just want to see the show. I'll see the show and judge it on its own merit.
Is it a show?
Yeah.
It's a show. I
It's
thought
a
it was
show.
film.
Oh, it's a series for Prime Video.
Okay.
Yeah. Whenever there's controversy about something, I always tend to be opposite to how people feel about it. So, let's see what Sansa's gonna give us,
I think if this doesn't like succeed, I think her career's finished. I don't think she's going to be in anything ever again.
Yeah, wasn't she in Dark Phoenix?
Yeah, she was in Dark Phoenix and that bombed.
Yeah, who knows? But I mean, with all the money she made in Game of Thrones, I'm sure she's all set for life,
Yeah, but eventually, once you run out of money to pay bills, you're going to have to start moving on to something else.
I feel like that's a damn problem if you're purposely buying expensive things.
Yeah, true,
instead of like saving it, then it's
spending past your means, right?
Yeah. Who knows? Actually? To be fair, I haven't really seen any Game of Thrones characters apart from Pedro Pascal in anything.
Well, recent news was that Sophie Turner and Kit Harington were going to be in a movie or something.
Oh yeah, it's a couple.
Like an indie project. That's weird to think about. Couple. That's weird.
That's weird. I don't know if I like that. It's very weird.
Yeah, I've not seen Bran in anything. I've not seen Arya.
I think Bran. I think he doesn't he go to uni now. Like I'm sure.
Maybe.
I think in the final season he was talking about going to university. So, I mean, if you're a child actor acting for so many years, I can imagine you getting like burnt out and wanting to do other things. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, good for him.
But yeah, the only like actor I've seen in anything has been Pedro Pascal.
Killing it. Yeah, he deserves it as well.
I haven't seen Rob, John. I know they were in the Internals, but that's it, And then there was yeah, that's it, It's what it is, I suppose. Oh yeah, I did watch a new movie recently. 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple.
Was that the sequel to the other 28 years?
Yeah, it's a sequel to the first one that came out last year.
Okay.
Oh, this movie is vile. Oh my gosh, the brutality is horrible. It is horrible. Ugh. I couldn't even watch it at times. It was just ugh.
Go on, you're gonna have to go into more details. Come on.
So basically, you need to know the first movie to understand this film, but I feel like the way it ended, I do recommend you watching all the movies now. So I can't spoil it, But let's just say there's a lot of torture scenes in this movie. That's just a bit.
Ralph Fiennes is in this film as well. I didn't know that.
He was in the other one as well. Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. He was in the other ones.
Yeah. I still think the first one is the best one, in my opinion. I don't think any movie has surpassed that first one, in my opinion. But these films are pretty well made, What are you going to say?
I was going to, so I tried watching the first one, but the technology is like ancient. what they shot it with.
Yeah.
I couldn't get into it, dude. I just couldn't get into it.
Couldn't get into this first
Like
one.
it was like 480p. Like,
That's the whole style of the movie. It's meant to have like that homemade video film look to it.
we didn't like it.
You didn't like it.
No.
Well, you might like the newer ones because they are more cleaner to look at. They're more new.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's hard to go back when you see, like, the technology what we use to like shoot films with now.
I mean, I kind of like it because it kind of has that. It feels more real when it has a very grimy look to it. It feels more like an indie action, you know, compared to the clean look of, you know, the newer movies in 4K. But yeah, I still prefer the first one in terms of everything, the stories, the characters.
It does have that British aesthetic to it. I don't see any like American films like back in that.
Yeah,
Back
came
in
out
that
in
time.
2002. It came out in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very British indie, homemade. You know, it's very grey, grimy, and dungy. You know.
Yeah.
But I think that's what I liked about it, you know. It's got a very unique look to it, you know. Like a lot of movies that came out at that time period didn't look like this, you know. This was the same year Attack of the Clones came out.
Isn't that funny?
I know.
Damn.
And Chamber of Secrets as well.
What a difference in technology.
And the first Spider-Man movie came out as well in this year.
Wow.
Yeah. A lot of big movies. But yeah, the new one is, yeah, I recommend you watching it, and because I think for what it is,
is it a standalone or is it all connected?
The way it ended, it's now all connected. Yeah,
Oh,
because when you watch the other movies, it feels like okay, it's just standalone, but now you're like, okay, you gotta watch all of them now. It's all connected.
I don't like commitments, dude. It's too much.
I mean, you could just
how
watch.
How long is the runtime?
Let's have a look. Let's go to the first one. So the first movie is very short. It's only an hour and 53. No, that's not right. It can't be an hour and 53, is it? There's no way it's an hour and 53. It's way shorter than that. Is it? Let me have a look on iPlayer. 1 hour 46 minutes on iPlayer.
Okay.
And then the second movie, which is 28 weeks later, is an hour and 40. And then the third one, 28 years later, is an hour and 55. And then the fourth one, The Bone Temple, is an hour and 50. So it gets a bit longer after the second one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, there's only 4 films?
In total now there's 4 movies.
Okay.
28
The
days.
3 are out currently. Yeah.
So-
the latest ones and
Yeah, the fourth